Happy late lunch hour, guys. All right, I'll turn off the AC and roast in here so the noise doesn't get to you as bad. And yes, I got a haircut. Not like I didn't need one. So a couple of things to bring up this afternoon that maybe you've noticed, maybe you didn't. Polio was eradicated here, 60, 70 years ago? Or so we thought. Kind of like smallpox, right? Well, apparently it's been found in the sewage system in parts of Great Britain. Somebody explain to me how that one happened. What are they just now dumping experimental stuff into the waterways? I don't know, but I guess the British Health Department is telling everybody to make sure that their kids are vaccinated for polio. Just putting it out there. Yeah. So make sure that you're getting a polio vaccine. I put that one out there too. And then the other part. This one is more geared toward the U.S. Texas, the hell are you thinking? All right. John Cornyn was a rhino. We all know this. Why the hell he keeps getting elected, I have no freaking idea. Well, the Senate came out today and finally released the wording for the newest gun control bill, or whatever the hell they want to call it. And so now we're going to be doing enhanced background checks on people between 18 and 20. So, of course, now we're going to violate their constitutional rights. We are going to put in place waiting periods for weaponry for, again, said people. I want to see how this pertains to the military. I'm sorry, Mr. Basic Trainee. We can't give you an M16 or an M4 or whatever now for 10 days. So you're not allowed to train yet. Okay, figure that one out. But the one that is the most, well, there's two that are the most concerning, is the boyfriend law and the red flag laws. This, just as I feared, the money, they're going to withhold money from the states unless they enact these red flag laws. Because again, remember, red flag laws have to be done by the states, so they are going to extort the states in order to get federal money, they have to implement all these red flag laws. Well, included in the red flag laws, of course, are, anybody and everybody. It used to be, your spouse could, if you were a danger to your spouse. Now they put in the boyfriend clause, as it's called. So you go through a breakup with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, male or female, or who knows what freaking gender. Gee, you don't like the guy. The guy did you wrong. The girl did you wrong. They cheated on you. Oh, you know what? They're mentally unstable. They cheated on me. Okay, sheriff comes out to your house. Hi, Mary Jane, Bob said that you are mentally unstable. Don't have to give the reason why. We are here to confiscate all your weaponry. Yes, that's what this says. Now, why do I say John Cornyn? Because, of course, we have all the rhinos. Mitt Romney signed off on this. Susan Collins signed off on this. Lindsey Graham signed off on this. The typical cast of clowns that God knows need to be drawn and quartered, not sitting in Washington. All right, the embarrassments to each one of our respective states. Thank God neither one of my senators signed off on this. But Maine, Utah, South Carolina, all those, Texas, start putting together recall petitions for some of these guys. They're violating their oath to the Constitution. But where I go on John Cornyn, not only did he do what Mitch McConnell said, talk with Chuck Schumer and get a gun control bill put through, Cornyn was now quoted as saying, now we need to fix the immigration problem and start giving amnesty to all these illegals. Yes, Texas, your senator is now telling everybody that he wants to allow illegals across your border, basically, because primarily the influx is coming across the southern Texas border, and he wants to give them all amnesty. How's your economy doing, Texas? Please tell me that. Greg Abbott seems to be somewhat on your side, sending down the National Guard to help out the Border Patrol, etc., etc. Apparently your senator doesn't give a crap about you. You know, that, hey, we can have all the illegals come in and take your housing from you, take your jobs from you, cause your insurance to go up, because God knows they're not going to be driving with insurance, but I can guarantee you they'll be driving a car, all right? Your taxes will go up because, of course, somehow this has got to get paid for, primarily on a federal level, because Texas doesn't have an income tax, state income tax. So, I don't know, maybe your property taxes will be going up. But somehow this has all got to be paid for. And you can put the blame squarely on Cornyn's shoulders. He's doing the bidding of the communist left, trying to destroy this country. I got no problem with immigrants. You guys know that, all right? I married one. Actually, I was the cause that she's an immigrant, because I brought her here. But come legally, all right? None of this crap, I'm an economic refugee. Well, up until the Biden presidency, pretty much anybody in the world could have said they're an economic refugee come to the United States, because we were the strongest economy in the world, all right? I'm a climate refugee. All right, don't give me that bullshit either, okay? If you're a political refugee, if your country all of a sudden went into war, or, executing women or something like that, hey, that's fine, all right? There were specific criteria for that. But this other refugee status crap has got to go. And Cornyn is out there saying, I'm all for this. Guys, I'm no political scholar, but somehow if California can have recall elections on a governor, there's got to be a way to petition states to recall senators, to recall congressmen. Just because they got elected for 6 years doesn't mean, a senator in this case, because congressmen get 2, but just because they got elected for 6 years doesn't give them carte blanche for 6 years to do anything and everything to destroy this country. They took an oath to uphold the Constitution. They are violating this oath. This needs to be stopped. They need to be pulled out of Congress immediately. There's enough people in Texas who, if they that are Republicans, okay, that voted for Cornyn, that are like, no, this ain't what I voted for. We need to stop this ASAP, guys. It's to the point where the Uniparty, as we all know it is hell-bent on destroying the people. It's time we destroy the Uniparty. Pinball out.